After wandering through the void for what felt like an eternity, the goblin finally steps back into the human world. The air feels familiar, the snow touches his skin the same way it once did. Yet everything is painfully different. He returns, but at a cost every person he cared for. Every memory he created has been erased from the minds of the people he loved. He walks down the streets he once protected, seeing families laugh, friends chat, and lovers embrace. To them, he is just another passerby. Only he remembers the world that once knew him. That loneliness is sharper than his eternal sword ever was. But not everyone has forgotten. Somewhere, the young deity who granted his return observes quietly. She knows the threads of fate have begun to move again. And she knows that destiny cannot erase love, not completely. Meanwhile, Eun-tak continues her life, believing she is an ordinary college student with ordinary worries. But beneath the surface, she carries a strange sense of loss. There's an emptiness she cannot name. A quiet ache that appears whenever snow falls or a candle flickers. She lives, laughs, works, and studies, but some part of her heart is waiting. Waiting for something or someone she no longer remembers. Even though Eun-tak's memories have been wiped clean, traces of the goblin remain like shadows on the edge of her thoughts. At random moments, she sees visions she cannot explain. A glowing sword in the darkness, a red scarf fluttering in the wind, and a man whose eyes were filled with centuries of longing. These visions flash before her like dreams, yet they are far too vivid to dismiss. At work, she encounters a man with grief hidden behind his gentle smile. He looks at her as if she is someone he has been searching for across lifetimes. His presence feels strangely familiar, warm, comforting, and heartbreaking all at once. But she steps back, overwhelmed by feelings she does not understand. The goblin sees her too, from across the street, behind the bus stop, beneath the falling snow. He watches quietly, trying not to change her life. But every step she takes reminds him of the world he lost. And the promise he made. He wonders whether living again is a blessing, or a curse when he must watch the person he loves continue without him. One evening, as snow begins to drift down from the quiet sky, Eun-tak lights a small candle in her room. She doesn't know why she is drawn to the flame, only that the soft glow brings her a sense of peace and longing. Suddenly, a gust of wind blows out the candle. The room falls silent, and in that silence, the goblin appears. It's not a summoning, not consciously. Her heart, despite forgetting everything, still called out to him. When their eyes meet, Eun-tak feels an overwhelming rush. Fear, recognition, confusion, and a strange, powerful warmth that brings tears to her eyes. She grips the edge of her desk, unable to understand why this stranger feels like a missing piece of her soul. The goblin forces a small smile. He tries to hide the pain of her forgotten memories, but the love he feels for her is too deep to disguise. As he turns to leave, a sudden vision strikes her. Snow swirling around them, a sword glowing with fate. The sound of him calling her name with a voice full of longing. Her heart trembles. Something inside her is beginning to awaken. The next day, Eun-tak finds herself drawn to a hill overlooking the city. She doesn't know why her feet led her there, only that her heart feels strangely heavy. The wind grows stronger, and in one sharp breath of winter air, the first memory breaks through. A man holding her hand in the snow, a promise whispered through tears, a goodbye that shattered her world. Her knees weaken, tears fall before she even understands what she is remembering. The goblin approaches slowly, afraid to break the fragile moment. When she finally turns toward him, she speaks the words she didn't know she carried. "You came back." The memories are incomplete, fragmented like pieces of a broken mirror. But the door has opened, and once memory returns, fate cannot stop what the heart remembers. The goblin realizes that their story, once written by destiny, now has a chance to be rewritten by choice, by love that endured death, time, and even forgetting. Their reunion is not the end, but the beginning of a story that fate itself is preparing to restore.